Today, we have a seminar for auto sales masters. Welcome and congratulations! How hard it must have been for you to reach this point. Even though Auto Sales Master is the first mastership, if I measure the progress towards Imperial Master in percentage, it's almost 80 to 90%. You may think you've only reached 10%, maybe 5 or 10% towards becoming Imperial Master. Most of you'll think like this, but I think that you've already reached 80 to 90%. In a way, it's the hardest to become Auto Sales Master. Those who manage to overcome the difficulties, can you make more Auto Sales Masters below you or not? Of course you can. Once I make 2 Auto Sales Masters below me, then I'll become Auto Diamond Master. We need to get the title of Auto. There must be people here today who are almost at Diamond level, but who are still Auto Sales Masters. So we need to help these people get the title of Auto. But we shouldn't just make one pair, then another pair. Have you heard of Gyoto Samgur? A clever rabbit will dig 3 holes. Not just one hole. There may be some people who fall down on the way. So, we should nurture 3 to 5 people on one line. You'll actually become comfortable by doing this. Because if you have only 2 people, they could resist and give you a headache. They could say, "What will you do if I don't follow you?" I really want you to succeed, but even if it's not you, I could still succeed. You should act smart and be able to say this to them. Atomy business isn't a business where you can succeed alone. In fact, the allowance system is designed to fulfill this goal. At least 2 people online must be successful. This is the minimum. This system is designed to fulfill the goal of make at least 2 people successful for you to become successful. Is this good or bad? Bad people wouldn't like this system. I can succeed by myself, but why is the system designed to make 2 others successful for me to succeed? So there are people who want to count sales only. Why consider this person and that person? Let's make it simple by counting sales only. What might happen in this case is that people might neglect weak partners around them just to succeed on their own. So you get the right to succeed once you've helped at least 2 people become successful. We created a system where we can all succeed together. A good person would really like this system, while a lesser person might not like this system that much. Also, you can run the business more comfortably if you've got a mindset of I'll help as many people as I can to succeed. The reason for telling you that you've reached 80 to 90%, it's because you've already become Auto Sales Master and know how to help those below you become one. Once you make one, that person will make more Auto Sales Masters, and the new masters will make more and more. So our company's success system can be defined as a game of making Auto Sales Masters. When you become Auto Sales Master, you'll receive an allowance of at least 2 to 4 million Korean won. In a way, this covers the basic living cost of families in need. Once you get 4 million Korean won, you can cover basic activity expenses. This amount is not small when you compare it to a pension. You'll have to work as a civil servant for 20 or 30 years to receive a pension of 2 to 4 million Korean won. Also, you've got to put about 1 billion Korean won in the bank to get that much in interest per month. Now, the interest rate is about 2 point something percent, right? Since it's 2 point something percent per annum, let's say 2% per month, then you would need 1 billion Korean won in the bank to get 2 million Korean won per month. In a way, you can consider yourself as a wealthy person with at least 1 to 2 billion Korean won. Was this quick or slow? You became a wealthy person really quickly. In terms of pension, you can get this much only after working 20 to 30 years as a civil servant. In terms of interest on capital, you need to deposit 1 to 2 billion Korean won in the bank to get this much, but you're already earning it as an allowance. If you help your partners become auto sales masters with your know-how, then you'll soon become Diamond Master and Auto Diamond Master, where your allowance will increase from 2 million to at least 7 million Korean won. Some people earn more than 10 million Korean won, and there are Sharon Rose Masters who've joined the Leaders Club. Auto Sharon Rose would earn about 100 million Korean won in annual salary. Everyone here's not so far away either, right? Yes? Can you see it? A lot of you would have reached Diamond Master. And if you're Auto Sales Master, then Diamond Master is around the corner. You can see it right in front of you. Sometimes Diamond Masters also get the title of Auto, and so on. Then, once you reach Auto Sharon Rose Master, the salary will be 100 million Korean won, an annual salary of your dream come true. A salary of 100 million Korean won isn't easy to reach, even in large corporates where all the young people want to join. That's why we say it's an amazing salary. Once you reach an annual salary of 100 million Korean won, how about reaching 200 million Korean won next, joining the Royal Leaders Club? Most join it naturally by going with the flow. So Royal Leaders Club earn an annual salary of 200 million Korean won, and then Crown Master earns an annual salary of 400 million Korean won. Joining the Crown Leaders Club, it's a given, right? So everyone joins it naturally by going with the flow. When you join the Imperial Leaders Club, the annual salary would go over 600 million Korean won, and quite a number of people have already joined it. Then once you reach Auto Imperial Master, an annual salary of 1 billion Korean won is the base amount. So you'll be earning a lot of money. You receive 1 billion Korean won by a forklift during the ceremony, right? Then they usually receive an allowance that exceeds 1 billion Korean won. So how much have they earned in a year? That's already 2 billion Korean won. This is not a small amount, right? Of course, you've got to pay a lot of taxes. About 30 to 40% is paid in tax. So if you earn 2 billion Korean won in that year, you'll probably have to pay about 400, 500, or 600 million Korean won in taxes. Some would have to pay more than that. So, you need to pay taxes. In South Korea, people who earn a lot would usually have to pay about 50% in tax. So, it's half-half deal. I earn the money to get half, and the country gets another half. Great deal, right? I want all of you to become this kind of person. That's how South Korea's economy will thrive. So let's not receive things like the national pension in the future. There are people who need that money. Let the poor people receive the pension. Let's all become rich and say, you don't have to give it to me. I did the same. I was told to receive the pension, so I said that I don't need it. Anyway, you've already decided not to receive the national pension, right? Your annual salary would be a few billion Korean won, so why bother receiving a few million Korean won per month? Also, if you've such a high income, the government will not pay you. The law is designed that way. Anyways, there are news that the pension fund will run out in the future, so we can help to extend the depletion period by not receiving it. Also, by doing so, we can contribute to the livings of other families. So, people say that there aren't many companies like this, or I didn't know there was a company like this in South Korea, and these facts are proven by various indicators. For example, the growth potential and cash flow is strong. We don't have any interest-bearing debt. No interest-bearing debt. Also, we've large cash reserves. Cash is really important. I've failed once before. The only thing that we can depend on during a crisis is cash. So we need to reserve at least 1 to 2 months' worth of sales in cash. And your allowances are also included in this cash reserve as well. It's called unpaid allowances. We pay your allowances every week, right? So the company needs to reserve the cash during the week to pay the allowances. Can we use this money or not? We shouldn't use it, so we keep the cash in reserves. Don't worry, if we have to close the company, we'll pay all the allowances before closing down. Then we pay for the goods received every week. At first, we paid immediately, but our accounting staff said, "Chairman, this is too burdensome." Because there are several delivery trucks every day, it's too burdensome to pay them one by one. So, the staff wants to pay all at once every week. I said, "Don't ask me, but ask our suppliers and pay them accordingly." If there is an urgent company, just pay them in advance. And if the goods aren't sold, let's just take responsibility for it. Once the suppliers put in their books, we'll pay up in cash and take ownership of the goods. So whether the goods are sold or not, we'll take responsibility for it. In most cases, the goods will be sold and then the suppliers will be paid with that money. But we'll take ownership of all the stocks. Anyway, the accounting staff said it's too burdensome and I didn't want to make it too hard on our employees. So, if the suppliers are fine with it, then pay them every week, but urgent companies should be paid immediately. In this way, we're trying to immediately pay cash to our suppliers. Then we need to have a cash reserve to pay for the goods, right? So, for our management, we have a daily settlement system. The basic concept is a daily liquidation system. Liquidation is managing the funds with the thought that the company is going to fail. So the goal is, let's be clean even if we're going to fail, and don't be messy with the financial settlements. I failed once before, but then I tried hard not to fail. So I failed to pay the employees, suppliers, and even taxes, which follows me forever. So, in case you fail, let's prepare for the failure and keep a clean record. But if you do this, you're not likely to fail, right? You're not likely to fail. So our company has a daily liquidation system, which is, even if the company closes today, there should be no one asking for money and save money to pay those who ask for it. By doing this, we can fail cleanly even when the company goes bankrupt. Taxes, you shouldn't fall back on your payment to the country. So even if we fail, let's fail after paying all the taxes. In a way, Atomy's management is leading the way even in the smallest details. Congratulations for becoming Auto Sales Masters. Please continue to advance to Imperial Master. Thank you.